Good morning. I have a new journal I just completed. Took me a long time cleaning up after the holidays and stuff, so there's a lot of work in this. It's 75 pages. It has antique and vintage ephemera, and it has a little belt here. It doesn't really need this to close it. It can just be removed. I just thought it was pretty. It's got very feminine touches, bows, buttons, wax seal, vintage, probably mid-century buttons. I got a bag of these recently at an antique store. Very happy with it. It's got book pages. It's got printables. Some from, free pages on Facebook. Other ones from digitals from Amity Bloom, Shabby Dabby Doodah. Other pages, My Porch Prints, places like that I do a lot of printing from. Lots of journaling space. Lots of tags. This is vintage wallpaper. Room to write. Paper, writing paper inside the pockets. This is a photo from a photo album. You could take this out if you wanted to and put something else in there. It's a little fragile, but it could be done. Another book page. I think this was about hats, like vintage hats. I just thought it was pretty. Writing page. An old S&H green stamp. It does open. A little clumsy this morning. Lace. More writing. Here's a real rose, a dried rose that I laminated. More writings, little writing tags, places. It's 3 signatures with lots of writing space. Printables that I put in. This is an empty charm for putting a photo in of your choice. The colors are primary blue, pink. This is a fabric flip-in with a pocket behind. Small page. When I say 75 pages, I don't count every single page. Like I wouldn't count this as a page. I just think it's really pretty. I tucked something in there. Writing paper that comes out. The other side of that vintage wallpaper. Tuck spot. Writing paper in it. This is it's off of a long piece of, gosh, I can't remember what you call these now, but you take fabric and then sew all these little bits onto it. So it was probably like 3 or 4 foot long, and I cut this off to put on the page. Little pocket, little writing space, page from a magazine or a book. Little piece of wax paper, coffee dyed, another coffee dyed sheet, tags. These are all for writing on the back or front or both of. Please excuse the traffic noise in the back. I put on some music, copyright-free music, just try and block it out if there's any. Vintage card, book page, large tag, writing page here to write on, more journal space. This came from a book from 1955. It was the fly sheet. I think this paper's from Amity Bloom. And a lot of it is from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, like this. Just love all the different colors and pictures and things on it. More writing space. This unwinds and it has little pockets. It's a cluster. It's a vintage postcard. No area code. I always look to see, that's how I tell, you know, if they're older. I don't know exactly how old, but if there's no area code and it says like TV and radio air conditioned, then I know it's an old postcard. Just writing space on the back. Just thought it was pretty. Here's a flip with more pockets, little writing space, things to write on. Here's this pink pen with the heart charm. The blue page, the tag. These are real stamps. I bought a book of stamps at a thrift store one time, a big book of them. And they have beautiful colors. I'm sure somebody spent a lot of hours collecting them. It's another pin with a charm. More writing space, book page. And she's adorable. Journal card. It's another sewn pocket with a tag. Trying to learn how to sew, so I put some of it in, but I don't want to make it too heavy with sewing because I'm not that good at it yet. Here's a little clear sticker frame that I put the picture down and then put the frame over it. Here's another cluster. More writing space. And here's an envelope with writing page. It's tucked in to here. Pocket with card to write on the back. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And the little girl with the angel wings. I thought she was adorable. Tuck spot writing paper. Lots of places to write. Pocket with, what is this? Oh, okay, it's got paper you can write on the back of it. This is just a little doily card thing I saw and I thought that was nice right there. More places to write. This is an old Nancy Drew book. Very old, very fragile. Some more writing space. I'll put some paper in here to write on. That music is getting louder, I apologize. I'm trying to block out the traffic. Here's a vintage, I think it's a napkin. cloth napkin that I cut and sewed in. And behind it, just a pretty picture of a young lady. Here's a pocket with a zipper. This opens with writing space. The zipper, I don't think will go up or down because it's kind of stretched on the paper, but it's a real zipper. More pockets from books, little cutout sayings from books. Writing space. This is from Amity Bloom, her wallpaper collection. This is writing space. Inside opens up. It's got paper to write on. This is antique paper. Came in a pack. I don't know how old it is, but it's got a little note that you can journal on the back if you choose to. This has a transparency. I remember these when I was a kid. My dad had one of the, players that you could play that it showed the pictures on. Very long time ago. I'm not going to say how long. More book page cluster. This is antique or vintage wallpaper. I bought a few rolls of it, glued it on the paper. This is just for journaling. Book page. Pocket with another card for journaling. Journal space. Belly band with the paper for writing on the back. This is vintage 1898. It's real. You could journal on the back of it or just keep it in here. I'll put it in a minute. This is vintage paper. It came in a pack. Purchased on eBay. Or was it? I think it was eBay. And here's a vintage book page. Writing space. Thought that was really pretty out of a book. Just decorated page, lace. More writing paper. Another card. You can write on the back of it. A cluster. It's from a book of, artwork. I'm not sure which one. I buy so many. Another page. Card to write on. Pocket. Page to write on. I really like this. I don't know if I can even get it out. I just thought that was really pretty. Right on the back. You can always take anything you want out of these pockets and put in your own things, photographs, letters. I'll fix that in a minute. It's hard to do with one hand. On the back, it's a CD case that I decoupaged, and it has a pretty paper clip. You can take that off and put it anywhere in the book. I think she's really pretty, very feminine, girly girl. Lots of lace. Lots of pockets. antique and vintage items. Before I was born, if that tells you anything. But you can see that I didn't do that. That came that way. I mean, I didn't copy dye. I do copy dye stuff, but I didn't copy dye that. More writing paper. I like how this is punchy. Oh, shaky. It's kind of flattened down now. It's hard to get it to shake, but it will. I love these little shakies, putting them in my journals. She got so thick I couldn't put any more ephemera in. There was some things I wanted to decorate, maybe a little bit more, but I couldn't. Just was not enough space. But here she is, dreaming of spring. And she is on my Etsy shop. Paula Loves Paper. And I hope you like her. Thank you.